Hello, fellow thinkers. I am Becca, and this is my cousin Shoeless Joe. And today we're going to talk about hair and humility. As you can see, I have dreadlocks, and last time I did not on this channel. I finished in December, this past December, and it's been a slow progress. I started off with 2, and then I added another 2, and then I added more layers and then more layers over the course of the past 4 years. It's been a long process.
Dang, that
yeah.
That's so weird to think about.
I know. And it's funny
You've been doing this for all of Damien's life.
Yes. Oh my gosh. My dreads are as old as your child. It's funny because people who know me, like Dudley was saying, I feel like it doesn't look different because it has been such a
That's true. It's not like suddenly you just had dreads.
Yeah, exactly. Joe likes to sometimes shave his head during Lent.
How many times did I do that? At least 2.
Yeah, at least 2.
I don't know where the idea came from, but I just decided to kind of give up my hair as something. I wanted an outward sign, something physical that I could do, and I like having hair, as many of us do. So I thought it would be cool to just kind of, I don't know, try it out, give up my hair and see what it would be like to not have hair and to look not how I wanted to look and just get outside of my comfort zone. Just a way to die to myself, I guess, basically.
I don't know why I didn't have the same reaction when you did that, because I think you did it before Susie.
With the crap is Susie.
The friend at so she was doing it for Advent, and she shaved her head and she posted on Facebook something about it, helping her with humility. And I had
Did she get that idea from me?
I don't know.
How many people have thought of this?
It was a combination of, I was at a Thaddeus thing, which is one of the young adult groups that I helped run last year, and I was at one, and there was a girl there who she always wears
the veil.
Yeah, she veils herself with a scarf
mantilla
or something, but she's Catholic, and so she was explaining for a while how she went to some Catholic retreat or something, and people were explaining to her why they veiled themselves and stuff, and so she just decided to do it all the time. And I was like, that's
pretty
so cool. Yeah.
That is really cool.
And she was talking about how it was a sign of humility, and I remember being oh, what if I dreaded all of my hair, because I was worried about the way that it would look if it was entirely dreaded, because I liked having dreads, but I wasn't fully committing to it. And then I don't even know, it was just a combination of that, and I was thinking about it. I was I feel like getting dreads would be a good step towards humility, because not everyone likes the way that dreads look.
True.
And a lot of people stereotype people who have dreads as
Very true.
Dirty hippies or whatever.
She did the most conservative way of doing it, traditional conservative veiling, and you got dreads.
And I got dreads. No, so she was talking about that, and I was thinking about it, and then that night, when I got home, I saw on Facebook that Susie had shaved her head, and I was ugh, I want to do something crazy, oh my gosh, but it still wasn't sudden. It was I prayed about it for a while, and I was thinking about it, and I basically got this sense of God was saying you don't have to do this, but if you believe that it's gonna help you get closer to me, then yeah. So
he said whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Cool.
God, this is so important. He's
just do whatever. Yeah.
Becca, it's whatever.
Don't overthink this, you do with everything.
I think part of the appeal for both of us, even if not necessarily consciously thinking of it, but I think part of it is doing something that you just don't do.
Yeah.
You don't just shave your head.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's just a normal person society. It's no, here are the things that you can do for Lent, and here are the sacrifices you can make in the church.
It gets your mind out of
and I felt different and I thought different, because it just shifts your mindset when you change something so drastically. But I hate how it's these are the things that you give up for Lent, and this is what you do, and it's you just don't do something that crazy or radical.
yeah, exactly.
It's just and it's the same thing for dreads. No, I'm just gonna do something that you just don't do if you're a normal human in this society.
We're so weird.
I know.
We do so many things that it's just.
But it gives you a freedom.
Exactly.
Because you're what? I don't care.
And
I shaved my head. I want to see you do that. And no one would ever do that.
Exactly.
No one will. It's yeah. I'm right, because this year I didn't shave my head, and I don't know if I should have or not or whatever, but there was a pride that was going along with it because people expected it, and I knew that I would feel like I'm not as hardcore if I don't do it.
Yeah.
So I almost did it partially because of that, because I knew people would be like, oh, like, yeah, you gave up on that, or you're lame. So I don't know.
Before like when I had mostly like normal hair or whatever, I was realizing that like my hair, like my curly hair, was becoming a source of vanity for me, like, because like who doesn't love having like beautifuless curly hair? Like I got so many compliments on my hair all the time. Like people would be like, oh, I just wish that I could have your hair, and I literally don't do anything to it. I said that in my like makeupless commitment video or whatever, that like I literally would just shower and then like towel dry and then air dry, and then it would just curl and it would look good.
Yeah,
like
it did look really good.
It was just like this beautiful like blonde curly hair, and it was and I loved it. It was getting to a point where I would like interact with someone for the first time, or I would like meet someone, and instead of like paying attention to I'm meeting this person, it was, what are you seeing right now? Is my hair like parted correctly or what?
The right way.
And it was just becoming a huge source of distraction, like in my relationships with people and in my interactions,
because it's always on the back of your mind.
Exactly. Like for a while I would get kind of self-conscious and be like, I don't know if you're gonna judge me because of my hair, like, and that still is a little bit like the case, but for the most part, like especially with people who I know, I literally have like maybe 3 hairstyles that I can do, because my dreads are like somewhat short for like intricate like dread hairstyles or whatever. But like I don't know if it's because I have that attitude with my hair, and like I've experienced having that attitude with my makeup, and now like since I dreaded my hair fully, I don't spend nearly as much time doing makeup. Like I don't.
Yeah, because you already ruined the way you look. So it's like
I might as well
just do whatever I want.
It's fun though, because like I can still, I don't know, I'm learning to like be self-confident like in myself instead of in my looks.
Right.
Like,
you don't have to rely on the externals.
Exactly. Like because my hair is so crazy when it's not pulled back, I have like this fear of like, oh, it's too crazy, so people aren't gonna like it. But like I can even show you. I like, you guys are seeing something special, because I literally will only like walk around the house like this, but anytime that I'm going out, I always tie it back. Having it pulled back resembles what my hair used to look like, so that's true. Like a comfortable thing. Like there's been like 10 different times that I'll like wake up in the morning and I'll be like getting ready and I'm like, is today gonna be the day that I like wear it down? Like is it and then I just don't do it, because I can flip it and then that happens. Awesome. Like it's still kind of stiff and everything, because there's still, the top dreads are youngins, but it's just, it's funny.
See, I want to grow my hair out longer as part of it too.
So when you got back on Facebook, I stalked all of your
old
profile
pictures.
And then you dyed your hair a lot. I forgot about that.
I know. Isn't
I was
that
like,
funny?
you're blonde, you're black, you're blonde, you're like, this is interesting.
I did dye my hair a lot.
I have pictures that randomly pop up, like my phone memories or whatever. You have like dark black hair.
I love that.
But you were so like pale too, so it was such a huge
contrast.
Know.
Like, and my blue eyes and my pale skin and my black. Come on, that was sweet. I wanted black hair when we got married, but I was not allowed.
I dyed my hair. I dyed my hair blonde. Like more blonde.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually excited because when I watched so many dread videos. I always like try and like spend time in the sun to get my hair to like bleach out, because I do like the way that it looks when it's like lighter blonde. But with dreads, it happens faster because you don't have a million hairs that are swishing back and forth, and sometimes in the sun and sometimes not. But with dreads, you literally have one surface that's always going to like be facing the sun. Right. So you're much more, it's more like it gets bleached out more quickly.
You have watched a lot of videos.
I
if you found out
so
something that obscure.
I have watched so many dread videos. Oh my gosh. That's a fun thing too, because I make friends with people who like used to have dreads, or
it's like a bonding,
dreads,
like, it's like, this is our common.
Should I tell you the story about how Leandra like found me to like dread her hair? Shout out to Leandra. But she was in adoration, and I still only had like half of my hair dreaded. But she saw my hair, and apparently she had been wanting to get dreads for a really long time. And she was like, who is this Catholic woman who is dreaded in adoration? Like, what is happening? I need to know her. And then she was friends with my sister, and so she went home that night and like went on Facebook and was just like, guys, like I just really want to dread my hair. Does anyone know of anyone who can like do it or who can like show me or blah blah blah? And then my sister Mary Grace was like, oh, like my sister Becca,
And
like
it was the girl from
yeah,
church.
and she was like, it's the same girl, like what is that? Yeah, so it was cool. The purpose of dreading her hair turned into me getting to know them and like becoming really close with them, and now we hang out and like
That's
I see her on
awesome.
retreats and stuff now, and we just like talk and like cry and have these good conversations. It's wonderful. Even when I was at convention in Utah, there was a woman that I met who had like the exact same ratio of normal hair to
really?
dreads, and so we were like, we're hair twins, and we took a bunch of pictures.
That's
It was so
awesome.
fun. Well, cool. Any other thoughts?
I don't think so.
Question your hair.
That's-
Is it a source of vanity? Could you benefit from either shaving or dreading?
Or veiling.
Or veiling. Yes, that's an option too. Realize, like, start to pay attention to what you do pay attention, like, or what, start paying attention
Pay
to
attention to what you pay attention to.
But like in your interactions, like is your the way that you look a distraction to forming relationships with people or even like to your faith? If you guys want me to make more videos about dreads and stuff, I have a plethora of knowledge that is probably going to go to waste unless I share it with someone, but yeah. I'm happy that Joe finally got to be on my channel. You're the first like vlog guest that I've had.
Yay.
And I think I've talked about you in every single video
Good.
that I've
So
made.
it's a good build up.
Exactly. He's here. He's finally here. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of thought. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all soon. Your dad, is that your phone or my phone? He's video chatting from Tanzania. Hi, Dudley.
Dudley.
Oh, here, ready? You're gonna be on YouTube! This is my best friend. I've known him since I was 1. I mentioned you in this video that I'm making.
Like just
Are you
now,
frozen?
like, oh,
Oh my gosh, Dudley, you need to be a guest on my YouTube channel when you get back.
okay, well now that I know you're actually making videos,
Even he knows. Even he knows. Dudley's gonna do my sign off for me.
I'll dread having to wait to see you until next time. Ha!
That was like 52 minutes of footage that I have to edit.
Das ist true.